Hello and welcome to this video for Excel Chapter 2, Practice Exercise Number 1. We're on page 524 of your textbook. Page 524, I'm going to read the information as you get turned there. It says here, Hamilton Heights Auto Sales. You are the primary loan manager for Hamilton Heights Auto Sales, an auto sales company located in Missouri. In order to most efficiently manage the auto loans your company finances, you've decided to create a spreadsheet to perform several calculations. You will insert the current date, calculate down payment and interest rates based on credit score, calculate the periodic payments amounts, and complete the project with basic summary information. And of course, we have figure 2.29 to refer to as we complete the exercise. So first step is opening up that file. You can see here, Excel Chapter 2, Practice Exercise 1, Auto Sales, and save it with your name. So File, Save As, Browse, and of course you're choosing your flash drive. I'm choosing actually my OneDrive folder is where I'm going to save it to, if I can see it. There we go. Alright, and adding my name to it. So last and then first, and save it. Alright, we just did step A. Step B, it says click in cell B2. So B2, that's over next to our date information here, B2. And then it says click Formulas tab. Click date and time in the function library, and we're going to select now, and then click OK. So now, and click OK. So put down today's date for us. Then step C, it says click cell D5. So cell D5, that's under down payment. It says to click logical in the function library, so logical, and we're selecting if. Our dialog box is going to come up for function arguments. And what we're going to do here is we're going to type in the logical test box C5 lesser than equals absolute E absolute 14 in the logical test box. Then I'm going to push D absolute 14 multiplied by B5 in the, I typed in a number symbol by accident. Always go through and make sure you double check that you put in the right info inside of our value if true box. And of course in the value of false box, I'm pushing tab and typing 0. So that's the information you need to type in. I'm double checking it quick before I push OK. And then I'm going to click OK. And of course it put in the information we need for down payment, and it looks correct according to it. So this uses the if function to calculate the required down payment based on the credit score. So if the customer has a credit score higher than 750, a down payment is not required. And of course if it's less, they must pay 10%. Step E, it says use the fill handle to copy the document or contents of D5. So I move it here, double click, and it will copy it down the column for me. Oh, you know what? I need to do one thing though first is I copy it, and then I have to click autofill options down here, and it says we should choose fill without formatting. So I choose that because we don't want to mess up the double border down here at the bottom. Alright, step F, we're going to calculate the amount financed by doing the following. Click on cell E5. Then it says type equals B5 minus D5. And I'm going to hold on control and push enter, and it looks like that is correct. I'm going to go and use the fill handle to copy the function down the column. So double click, and it copies down this way, and it appears to be correct. And then it says apply a double bottom double border to E10. So I can click on the cell, go to the home tab, choose border, and then find double bottom border right here. Click on that, and there you go. You can see it's there. Then it says step G, calculate the rate by doing the following. So I'm going to click on rate. And do the following. It says click cell F5. We just did that. We're going to click the lookup and reference in the function library. So I'm going back to the formulas tab. Function library, I'm clicking lookup and reference, and I'm selecting Vlookup. So Vlookup, I have all this information here. It says type C5 in the lookup value box. And I'm pushing tab, and in table array I'm typing absolute A, absolute 14, colon, absolute B, absolute 19. Double checking I have it right. Okay, looks like it. Push tab, type 2 in column index number box, and then we're going to click OK. So it puts that in for the rate, and that looks correct. And then it says double click the fill handle to copy the function. And then of course it says click on autofill options down here and choose fill without formatting. So that's step G. Then step H, we're flying through this fast here. Step H, it says click cell G5. Click financial in the function library group, so financial. And then it says click PMT. So I gotta scroll down a little bit. PMT. And it says to type in the rate box F5 divided by absolute D, absolute 17. Then it says for the N per box, absolute E, absolute 17. Then it says type in the PV box minus E5, and then it says to click OK. So those things right here, I'm double checking really fast, and I'm going to click OK. You can see my information's here in payment. It says double click cell G5's fill handle to copy it down the column, and then it says click on autofill options and of course choose fill without formatting. So they had us do the border once just to make sure we had it right, but obviously this is the quicker way to do it. Then it says select range B5 through B10, so B5 through B10. Then it says to click the quick analysis button, so we move our mouse over the selected cells here in our range, and right here this is the quick analysis button. Usually it's the autofill one. And once I click quick analysis, you can see these options come up, and we're going to select totals, so up here totals, and then we're going to choose sum, so right here sum. And you can see it puts it right down here, and it matches with our textbook as well. Same thing now, step J, we are going to click cell E11, and then we're going to actually type inside of there. So cell E11, I'm actually on E5, let's try that again, E11 right here, that other yellow one. I'm going to type in equals average E5 through E10, and then closing parentheses. So right there in E11, push enter, and it gives me the correct amount according to the textbook. And then it says step K, create a footer. So I'm going to go to page layout. I'm going to open up that dialog box. So page setup, dialog box, header and footer. I'm choosing custom footer. We've done this multiple times. And of course, like usual, we put your name on the left side. You're putting sheet name in the middle, and then file name on the right side. So just like that. I'm going to click OK, and I'm going to click OK again. Then it says save your workbook, and so you can see this is how it's supposed to look here at the end with all the functions we put in as well, and that is how you complete Excel Chapter 2 Practice Exercise number 1.